Hey, all right, everybody, how's it going? Now then, I went to sit down, popped the TV on, popped YouTube on, and who popped up was Andrew Till, Mr. EV, and he was talking about EV charging and Morrisons. So the article he was talking about was MFG and Morrisons have done a big, huge deal. They did a big, huge deal with 2.5 billion. And it's to do with the Morrisons forecourts. I think it's their petrol stations when I say forecourts. So that's a massive amount of money, isn't it? 2.5 billion. But it's to do with the petrol stations, but it's also to do with EV charging. Now, if I try and find it on my tablet by here, I'll try and lock down what they're saying, because they've got they've set out a commitment or whatever it was. Now, before I go talk about this, the anti-EV clan, right? We all know the anti-EV clan, don't we, right? One of the things they say, amongst the other things they complain about, because the first thing they say is, I'm never going to own an EV, but then they complain about something they're never going to own. Madness, okay? Well, they probably will own one day, but at the moment they have no intention of owning an EV, yet they want to sit there and complain about it all the time. Crazy. It's mental. It's mental, right? But anyway, I'm going off topic. So the anti-EV people go, oh, there's not enough charging. I live in a block of flats on the 656th floor, so I'd have to go up and down, and have to go over there and charge. They always come up with the worst scenario. I mean, there is people who live in flats up the top somewhere, but these people always come up with the worst scenario. What if I got to tow my caravan 900 miles? And I can't stop for a wee. I can't stop for a wee because I just can't, right? You know the people, anti-EV people, always trying to find a negative. They dig around, they dig and dig and dig to find negatives, and the charging infrastructure is one of them. There's nowhere to charge. Now, funny enough, where I live, I'm not going to say there's loads and loads of chargers, but if I wanted to charge an electric car today, I got quite a lot of choice. There's 2 Instavolts about, I'd say, half a mile away from me. Then just around the corner, there's 4 Tesco chargers. I know they're lower powered ones. There's another 4 in a council car park. They're 22 kilowatts. What is it? There's one in Morrison's car park, not far from me as well, mile and a half away. There's another one up by Lidl's. It's quite a few. If I wanted to go and charge a car at the moment, there's quite a choice, and there never seem to be a queues waiting for them at the moment. Obviously, if more people have electric cars, then there'd be a bigger queue. But at the moment, it's perfectly fine. So, anyway, let's get back to what I was saying. So, Morrisons, MFG. So, they are buying the forecourts with a 2.5 billion deal. And what they've said is MGF is targeting the installation of... Now, it did say... it said 400 hubs. It said 400 hubs. And a hub sounds like a lot, doesn't it? But reading down here, it says MFG. I keep saying it, MGF, because I'm thinking of a Rover MGF. It said they're targeting the installation of 800 ultra-rapid 150 kilowatt EV chargers in hubs, okay? And that's within the first 5 years. So in the first 5 years, 800, and when they say in 400 places, hubs, that probably means 2 in each one, doesn't it? That's basic maths, isn't it? That's what it sounds like to me. If anybody knows any better information than what I'm reading by here, because they've said 400... No, what have they said? 377 Morrisons petrol forecourts and more than 400 associated sites across the UK for ultra-rapid electric vehicle charging development. But they're saying hubs, but then they're saying 800 chargers. So there we go. So it's not like... When I think of hub in my head, I think of, 4, 5 or 6. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. That's what I was thinking in my head anyway. But it is good news. An extra 800 ultra-rapid chargers through the sort of network, isn't it? So that's Morrisons, right? But it doesn't stop there with Morrisons, because let me just go back on here. I'll try and leave links if you want to go and look at them in the description, or look them up yourself. Then we've got Sainsburys. Not so long ago, Sainsburys said that they're going to be launching his own electric car brand. Let me just get rid of this a minute on here. And I think I covered this in another video where Sainsbury's said that they're going to roll out 750 rapid chargers across their 100 stores by the end of this year. So that's super quick. That's quicker than the 5 years the other one said, isn't it? So 750 rapid chargers within by the end of this year. So that's super duper. And they're saying the majority of the units will be 150 kilowatts, but not all. So that's why maybe... they did say 750 rapid chargers. So they said 200 chargers are available at the moment at 20 supermarkets, but they're going to try and do it to 750. So that's Sainsbury's. Now, it does make sense for these supermarkets to have a big pile of chargers. I've been saying that for years. All the people who like EVs have probably been saying that for years. It does make sense. And then the other one then is... and Asda's. Now, there is a big Asda's near me as well. And they haven't got any chargers at all. And I think the one in Cardiff that I know of has only got either 3 or 7 kilowatt chargers. They haven't got good chargers there either. But this is Asda. And they're doing... the EG group orders Tesla EV superchargers. So they're using the Tesla superchargers. They're going to be using them ones. It says by here. You click on things on your tablet and so many things pop up. It's so annoying. Subscribe, do this, do that. The cookies, blanking heck, man. All you want to do is look at an article. You've got to press 17 things before you look at an article. So Asda's owner EG Group orders Tesla EV superchargers, and let me just have a look down here. Now, this one's a little bit funny, this one, because it says, was it, what are they going to do? EG currently operates about 600 charging sites and said it plans on expanding this to more than 20,000 over time. Now, the stipulation in that is it doesn't mean that's not just in the UK, I think, because I think I read somewhere it's to do with the whole of the EU or something, because 20,000 would be mental just in the UK, wouldn't it? So it says Asda's owners EG Group, and they're ordering, I don't know exactly how many they're going to have. I can't quite see it by here. It said blah, 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 blah. Petrol station, 356 sites to sister company Asda. And it's expected the charger roll to be coordinated between the two firms, which is Asda and the EG Group, I suppose. But I'm assuming they're going to use the Tesla, version 4 chargers, I expect, and they'll be branded with them, won't they? So there's 3 supermarkets doing quite a lot for EV charging. If you know of any more, or I've missed some out, put it in the comment section what I've missed out, because I did read as well. There was an article in GB News of all the places to sort of big up electric cars. GB News said that there's going to be a massive expansion of electric chargers this year, 2024. I've seen a few things this year where it said EV charging expansion in the UK is going to be pretty good this year, better than last year. Now, last year was good, but they said this year's going to be even better in 2024. Now, even after a massive expansion, anti-EV people will still say, there's nowhere for me to charge. They're still going to say it. I don't know. They want a charger everywhere. They want to bump into chargers. I don't know how many chargers they want. Now, and I did see another article as well, so I think I'll chuck this in as well. I might have said it before, but I think it's in Cornwall, and the council's allowing people to actually have a channel the council's allowing a channel to be put in the pavement, so people can have, if they got terraced houses or no off-street parking, they can have a channel put in the pavement, and they can charge. They can have a charger on the house. Cable goes through the pavement. Nobody trips over. Everybody's happy, and And that's still not good enough, because the anti-EV people will say, well, if I can't park outside my house? Well, I know my brother, for instance, he lives on a busy main road, and if he does move, sometimes somebody will park in his space. But I'd say, this is not based on data, just loosely in my mind, I'd say that out of 365 days of the year, he can park outside his house for 350 of them. It's only a handful of cases where he can't park outside his house. So you know, it's always an obstacle, isn't it? These anti-EV people, they find obstacles. It's a bit like the Gladiators, where they just started the Gladiators, where they try and run through that thing where the gladiators are hitting them. They're always trying to they're running into the obstacles instead of moving around them. But anyway, I thought I'd spread some good news just to get on the anti-EV people's nerves. Because, you know, good news about electric cars really does get under their skin. It does, you know, they go, oh, good news about EVs, I can't stand it. Bad news, and they throw parties. They blow their streamer things. Woo, woo. If they see an electric car catch fire, they get happy about it, which is weird, really weird. Anyway, I think I'm waffling now. If you like this video at all, if you liked it just a little tiny bit, subscribe. If you hated it, put it in the comment section. If you liked it, give it a like. Do all them lovely things, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ahoy!